Hi, Travel Quest Network agents. It's Anna, Education Specialist here at Travel Quest Network. And today we are going to talk about hotels and resorts. We are going to start by looking at how to pick the perfect hotel or resort for your client. Then we will look at the best vendors or supplier to use. We will also be looking at sending customized content to your client, and then finally some resources for you. So what is your client looking for? I'm going to go through a list of questions that you can ask your customer, and it will help them and you narrow down what type of a hotel or resort they are looking for. So first of all, you can ask them, are they thinking of more of an adults-only property or a family property? And just because they're not bringing kids, don't assume that a family property is not going to work for them. So if they are thinking, they want a very high level of service, they are leaving their kids at home and they do not want a lot of children around, then I would lean towards an adults only resort or a resort that caters to mostly adults. So typically these resorts would be higher end properties or properties that just don't have services for children. That way there may be some kids there, but there won't be a ton of children there. Now, some family properties may work out best for your customers because they have more things to do. If they're active, younger age customers, they may enjoy a family resort. Our second question is, are we going to be looking at a hotel or a resort? So resorts tend to have more amenities, more space, and more activities than hotels do. Now the line is blurring in many places, but that is kind of a general rule, but there are always exceptions to the rule. The next thing you're going to look at are they thinking of an all-inclusive property or a European plan property or something in between? So an all-inclusive includes all your activities, food and beverage, everything's included, it's one price, tips and everything. And some all-inclusives don't necessarily have tips. So that in itself, there's a couple of different categories. European plan means that there are no meals included or activities. You are paying for just that room. Now this is often modified as well. There may be a modified European plan. So maybe just breakfast is offered. There may be a half board plan, which is breakfast and lunch or breakfast and dinner, or full board, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but no activities and only beverages included at the meals. So this is a very large continuum, and you just need to ask what kind of a property, what they expect to be included with their accommodations. Then you're going to ask them, what kind of an atmosphere are they looking for at that hotel? Are they looking for romance? Are they looking to relax? Do they want a lot of families? So if they're bringing children, the kids have people to play with, to interact with. Are they looking for a party atmosphere that certainly you don't want children in? Are they looking for gourmet food, a foodie environment? Or are they wanting to be immersed in local culture at a boutique property? That is a question that will really help narrow down the hotel for your clients. Next, what activities do they prefer? If it's an ocean destination, do they want a lot of water activities, scuba, snorkeling, Are they into adventure? Do they want to go to a lodge in the Alps and be able to snowshoe and ski and do all kinds of adventure and hike and that type of thing? Are they gamblers and they want to gamble? Is golf their passion and they want a golf property? Are they looking for a water park, nightlife? Then what kind of a room view do they want? Do they want an overwater bungalow that they've been seeing on commercials and in magazines? Are they looking for an ocean view or an oceanfront resort? Maybe a garden view, their courtyard views, resort views, pool views. So that is another big category. Now, if you have a client who has only traveled internationally to, let's say, the Caribbean and Mexico, and now they're going to Europe, they will be shocked at the size of the hotel rooms. So it's important that you know what their expectation is, where they're coming from, so that you can provide them with knowledge and options in the destination they're looking at. So they may want to upgrade from an entry-level room in Europe, even though they've always done an entry-level room in Mexico, just because of the amount of space that they would receive in each type of setting. If it's a beach destination, do they want a long beach that they can walk on and spend a leisurely walk in the morning or in the evening? Or is a small cove beach okay? What hotel amenities do they want? Are they looking for Wi-Fi, dining, spa, club level amenities, suites? Are they used to having shuttle service? All of these things are important. If it is a beach destination, what color of water are they thinking of? I know this sounds silly, but I used to have my clients close their eyes and envision the water. That will pick the destination for you. For instance, the turquoise blue water would be the Caribbean. The dark blue water could be Hawaii or the Pacific. And then always look at value versus price. Emphasize the value, the benefits that they are receiving rather than the price of a particular hotel. Because they may on the face look more expensive at one hotel, but when you have the value added benefits, it really is equal to a less expensive hotel in the long run. So what are the best vendors to use? You can book at a tour operator, you can book in Pinsite, Travel Leaders booking engine, or you can book Hotel Direct. So booking with a tour operator. Why would you book with a tour operator? So when you're able to package components of a vacation, air and hotel, hotel and car, air, car, hotel, you are able to take advantage of package pricing. Now, sometimes this may not be a lot, and other times it is a significant savings for your client. You really just need to kind of price it both ways, especially if you're in a destination such as Mexico or the Caribbean, Hawaii, even some of the resort places in Europe. I would check a tour operator. I would check a Pinsite as well. Depending if you're doing an FIT, it really can make a huge difference. Tour operators also offer you an additional point of contact, especially our preferred suppliers. They are committed to the travel agent community and making us successful. They also, tour operators, book and contract for many, many rooms in a season from a particular hotel. So they may have a little more leverage than you as an agent would have had you booked just a one-off hotel. So That being said, you have the power of the tour operator behind your booking. Often you'll have a 24/7 assistance number for your clients if they need help. So if there is a time difference that they check into their hotel, it's midnight where you are and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon where they are, they can call the 24/7 number and reach someone right then to get help, who may be able to just contact that hotel and get things resolved without ever having to get the agent involved. Some tour operators have special pre and post cruise hotel packages. I know they have them at Delta Vacations, they have them at Classic Vacations. When you're talking about a cruise destination, they often waive the minimum night fees as far as being able to get a package discount if you're booking in one of the popular cruise ports. And then you can use the quote or sales email function at the tour operator or an itinerary building program that will be able to interface with that tour operator to create a customized client quote. So you're able to take advantage of the itinerary building programs or the vendor sales or quote email choices as well. So where would you book through a tour operator? Our preferred suppliers would be Delta Vacations, Classic Vacations, Vax Vacation Access, which would give you access to FunJet Vacations, American Air Vacations, and United Vacations. And then we have Europe Express. They're great for FIT Europe. So if you're doing a hotel and train, they're a great place, or a hotel and transfers. You are able to take advantage of package pricing, and you're also able to get some really unique properties in Europe by booking through Europe Express. So those are some tour operator options for you. Then you can book in Pinsight, which is Travel Leader's online booking tool. This tool has access to over 100,000 hotels. The commissions vary anywhere from 10 to 25%. They have detailed maps and they're powered by Google Maps. So it will, if you say, for instance, Vienna, you will come up with a larger map area, and you can just use the mouse or whatever feature you want to narrow in on maybe a 6-block radius, and it will show you the hotels that fit within that radius. The prices in Pinsight include taxes, which some of the vendor sites, if you're booking direct, do not have, so you need to be careful. And then they also have multiple search filters. You can filter by star level, by amenity, by different rate codes that are available, whether they're through Travel Leaders or one of the other rate codes that are in there. And then you can also send out a quote right from Pinsight. So that is one of the positive things about using Pinsight. You have access to many, many hotels. You can send out a quote. You have many rate codes to choose from, and not just Travel Leaders rates. And you can send a quote directly from them. Okay, what rate codes are available with Pinsight? There are the select rates. So these are Travel Leaders Group guaranteed rates. The commission is anywhere from 10 to 25%. They are best available rates or better. These are credit card guarantee or deposit rates. And the charge that's on the client's credit card will be a charge from the property itself. So if they're at the Ritz-Carlton in Vienna, that's how the charge would come through as the Ritz-Carlton Vienna. The benefits of the Select program are that your clients will receive a VIP amenity valued of at least $100 US. There will be complimentary breakfasts for two. They will be eligible for an upgrade upon availability. They will be able to take advantage to early check-in or late check-out based on availability as well, and Wi-Fi is complimentary. Now, the Worldwide Hotel Program is another Travel Leaders Group hotel program. It's certified and backed by Travel Leaders. It comes with unrivaled customer service and often additional amenities and guaranteed commissions. There are over 40,000 properties in the Worldwide Hotel Program. These are best available rates. They are paid when the client checks out, or they'll have a deposit and then the rest paid when the client checks out. And the credit card charge will appear as the property being booked. So again, like the Ritz-Carlton in Vienna. There are also enhanced commission rates in Pinsight. These are exclusive offers to Travel Leaders Group advisors based on a partnership with the distinctive properties worldwide. So these are typically high-end properties. The advisors can maximize their earnings with a higher commission when they book this special rate. So it will be designated in Pinsight enhanced commission rates. These commissions are anywhere from 15 to 25%. They are, again, post-paid, so they'll be paid when the client checks out, or a combination, a deposit rate, and then the rest being paid when the client checks out. The charge will appear as the property being booked. Pinsight also has some other options for you. If you are trying to compete with an online agency, they have Expedia rates. So these are backed by the customer service department with Expedia. The supplier that appears on the booking engine, so in Pinsight, if it's an Expedia rate, that's how it's going to come across on the customer credit card statement and at the property. And then it is a guaranteed commission. This is an online travel agency rate, so it's an OTA rate, and it is a prepaid rate, so it will be prepaid in full. And then there are wholesale rates. The wholesale rates can have different names. Right now it says hotel bed rates, and these can be either flexible markup or a flat 15% commission. And it says right in the booking tool whether it's a flex markup or 15% commission. So these are economy rates that present lower quality customer service and some risks of the customer being walked if the hotel is oversold. They do not come with the benefits of the Travel Leaders Group preferred rates. So you know that. These are wholesale rates. They're rates that are for your economy, budget conscious customers, and they are aware that if the hotel may be oversold, they would be the first ones to be walked. And this is a prepaid rate. So Pinsight, you can send out a beautiful quote right out of the Pinsight booking engine. So you would put, it defaults to your email. You have a subject, you can change it. It just says, what do you think about this trip? You can change it to anything you want. You can add a brief up to 1,000-character message for your client. It has the hotel, it has the room, the bedding, what kind of a rate it is. This says it's the Travel Leaders Select program, has the amenities that are included, and your final price up here. And it gives a few nice pictures of the hotel. And finally, we're going to talk about booking direct. And this is kind of a hot topic in the travel agent community, but it really is a fact of life, because for your frequent travelers who have frequent guest numbers and are accumulating points to use in the future, the best option may be for them to book direct. So for you, what you need to know is make sure that you are booking on a travel agent portal for that particular hotel or hotel chain, and that you'll use TravelQuest Network's IATA number when you book direct. If you call, same thing. You give them our IATA number and TravelQuest Network, and then they'll be able to track that commission to our agency so that we can have it paid out to you as the agent. But if you happen to book by accident or intentionally direct on the consumer site without putting in our IATA number, then there is not going to be any commission. So just be very careful if you are booking direct how you are doing it. So when you do book direct, your client has the ability to earn loyalty points. This is one thing with a tour operator that you need to be careful of. Typically, if a hotel is booked at a tour operator, they are not able to get loyalty points or frequent stay points. That is something you want to clarify in advance. They will often have special rates when you book direct. They'll have member rates. So if you're a Marriott Bonvoy member, they'll have some special rates in there. They may have special amenities if you book direct. They may have more liberal cancellation penalties, or they may have the ability to waive those if you call and you have booked direct. And you may have greater ability to find a specific room category or a specific guaranteed bedding when you book direct. So what resources are there out here for you? Here is a link to the Travel Leaders Group Hotels program. So it will highlight the Worldwide Hotel Program, the Select Program, and there is a Car and Driver program as well in there. Here is a link to the Select Experiences. So they have their own website. They have an agent version and a consumer version, so that you can see the different amenities. It's a beautiful site that you can share with your customers. And then here's the Travel Leaders Training Library. There are over 15 pin site specific trainings in the Travel Leaders Training Library. And if you want more information about booking through a tour operator, there is tour operator specific training in the TravelQuest University, and there's also a specific training for Delta Vacations, and there's a specific training for Vax Vacation Access as well. I want to thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit more about booking hotels.